Welcome to Heartline Letters, where the night feels a little less lonely, and the stories we share remind us how connected we really are. Tonight, I have a letter from one of you, an anonymous listener. It's a Dear John letter, the kind of goodbye that's been carried in someone's heart for a long time. Now, if you've ever loved and lost, this one's for you. Let's hear it. Dear John, I've rewritten this letter more times than I can count. At first, I thought I was writing it for you, but now I realize I'm writing it for me. There's so much I never said when we were together. So much I couldn't say when we parted. Maybe now's the time. Do you remember that summer we spent at the lake? We were broke, but you insisted we rent a canoe for the afternoon. We paddled out to that tiny island in the middle of nowhere, and you swore it was our secret spot, even though there was a picnic table and graffiti everywhere. You spent hours trying to teach me to skip rocks. I was terrible at it, but you wouldn't give up until I got one to bounce, just once. A secret island with a picnic table? I love that. And John, whoever you are, kudos for sticking with the rock skipping lessons. That's patience and love in action. Looking back, it's those little moments that stand out the most. The quiet joy of being with you, of laughing until my stomach hurt. I didn't care that we couldn't afford fancy dates or big vacations. Being with you felt like enough. But life isn't always that simple, is it? Somewhere along the way, the laughter started fading. We stopped paddling in the same direction, and every little thing became a fight. It was like we were trying to hold on to something that had already drifted away. You know, it's always the little things we miss most. The moments that seem insignificant at the time but become everything when they're gone. I'll never forget the day we ended it. We sat on that old green couch you found on the side of the road, the one you swore was vintage even though it was just beat up. You said you couldn't see a future where we were both happy. At the time, I thought you were giving up. Now, I see you were giving us both a chance to find the happiness we couldn't find together. That's a hard truth, isn't it? Realizing that sometimes the most loving thing you can do is let go. It doesn't make it hurt any less, but it takes a lot of courage to be that honest. For a long time after, I was angry. Not just at you, but at myself too. Angry that we couldn't make it work, that I couldn't be the person you needed me to be. But slowly, that anger faded. It was replaced by something else. Gratitude. John, you taught me so much. You showed me what it meant to be seen, really seen and loved for who I was. You taught me that love isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, day after day, even when it's messy and hard. And you taught me that sometimes love means knowing when to say goodbye. That's a lesson I'll carry with me forever. Wow, that's powerful. Gratitude after heartbreak. Now that's something not everyone gets to. If you're listening, Anonymous, thank you for sharing that. I hope you're happy, John. Truly. I hope you found someone who laughs at your jokes and appreciates your terrible taste in movies. And I hope you think of me sometimes, not with sadness but with a smile. As for me, I'm okay. More than okay, actually. I've started painting again, something I'd forgotten I loved. My apartment is filled with half-finished canvases and the smell of turpentine, and for the first time in a long time, I feel like I'm becoming myself again. So thank you, John, for everything, for the laughter, the lessons, and yes, even the heartbreak. Take care, Anonymous. Wow. To Anonymous, thank you for trusting us with this. Letters like these remind us that endings aren't failures. They're transitions. They're part of the story, not the whole of it. And to anyone listening tonight who's still carrying the weight of a goodbye, I want to tell you this. It's okay to miss them. It's okay to hold on to the good moments while moving forward. And it's okay to take your time. You're not alone in this. Breakups may feel like endings, but they can also be beginnings. So take it one day at a time and remember, the love you gave wasn't wasted. It's part of who you are now. This is Heartline Letters. Stay with us. We'll be back with more stories from the heart.